Hey guys, when we left off, we had just finished reading Monica's poem, but it kind of cut off because my power went out. And I have it set to, if anything happens, it automatically stops where I'm at and saves. So what do you think? It's very free form, if that's what you call it. You see, I wish you could go back and read the poem, but I saved over it, so I'd have to restart from the very beginning. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and... Oh, I'm going to do something quick. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. See, what I did was I just saved the old one onto that one so I can go back and change stuff if I need to. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was that? What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. Ooh. Foreshadowing. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. That's like the song. If you look up the song lyrics, you'll hear the song you'll hear that part. It pools into or something. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. She talks like it's a fucking radio station. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem on to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Oh, you shouldn't have done that. You pushed the cute button. Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clear about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? Okay, shit just took a dark turn. I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Jesus, you're a dick. Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Dude, this is pissing me off. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Philip did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. Back the fuck up. First of all, you better shut the fuck up before you get smacked the fuck up. That's an old saying I've heard. Excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. Dude, she's getting pissed. Philip liked my poem too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh. Well, shit. The music just suddenly stopped. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Philip appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Dude, what the shit's going on? Huh, and how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? Dude, they're fighting over me. No. If I was full of myself, I wouldn't deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Oh shit. Is everyone okay? Oh, thank God, Sayori. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Philip started showing up. Yo! I've been here a day. Back up! Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little. This doesn't involve you. Jesus Christ. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Philip. She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Hey, figuring stuff out's kind of fun. Help me explain that to her, Philip. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning to the most efficacy. Avoiding them is not only necessarily limiting yourself, it also is a waste. You understand that, right, Philip? Well? How do I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with will probably think more highly of me. Yep. Natsuki got to be drawing up any words I had in my mouth, so instead I turned to Yuri. Yuri. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her. Sayori! Sayori, eh? Yeah. Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you just keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this? Philip, well, that's her problem. This isn't about her. I agree. It's unfair for others who inject their own feelings into our conflict. Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being. She would never. It's your immaturity that made her upset in the first place. Excuse me? Dude, what the fuck is going on? For real, what is going on right now? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes... Don't say it. Stop. Jesus. Natsuki. Yuri. You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented, so why are we fighting? Because, where's Monica during all of this? Well, also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful. Jesus. Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. I'll make some tea. Yuri rushes off. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. So this is why Sayori is vice president, huh? I whisper to Monica. She nods in return. To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me. Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either. Well, I guess it just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she? You could say that. She might be an airhead, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing. I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt. That makes two of us. Are you foreshadowing something? You can count on me. She smiles at me, causing my stomach to knot. I'm gonna go back and see what happens if... Okay. So. I'm gonna go back and see what happens. I'm just gonna see what happens if I... Okay. Let's try Natsuki. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain up in an attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. Let's read your imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? She shows how much you know. That's not... Natsuki, I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing isn't a really personal thing, and sharing it can be definitely hard. It looks like we've learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Yeah, so you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Ah. Natsuki's voice gets caught up in surprise. Thank you for noticing. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri? Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Philip. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about, Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori? I'll go make some tea. I was just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. Pat Sayori on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone's read each other's poems, right? I hope that's worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Philip. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from the lazing around we get a little too used to. So joining was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? No, not that at all. There's still some time before we go home, so I'll relax for a bit. Of course, besides chatting, we'll do literature-related things in the club room, so maybe you can take a chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Ah, of course. Well, I guess that's why you're the vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Beginning the literature club probably meant I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. I like the second better. Saying such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If I could only get a chance to talk to her a little more. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did y'all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Philip, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. I wish that they made a part of the game where you could type out your responses. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you learned something from your friends, too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Then look, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Philip, you ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has become a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay, so that is all the time I have for today. That's where I'm going to wrap this up. So, please, comment, like, and subscribe, and share it around, please. Let's see if we can get... I'm actually going to try a new goal. Let's see if I can get 5 likes. Fine, I'll shoot for 10, because I've gotten really 2 likes on this. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next video.